Guys, we are here for a full body Pilates class today. We are going to work from head to toe in just over 20 minutes. We've got a few pieces of equipment. We've got a resistance loop. I've got one of those plastic stretchy ones just to give a little bit more mobility, but a fabric band will work as well. I've got ankle weights. I'm using 1 pound Bala Bangles, and I've got a light set of hand weights. I'm using 2 pounds today. I would recommend something light, but totally up to you. So if you're like me and you like a class that you don't even have to stand up for, this is the class for you. We're going to be working totally down on the mat the whole time, and we're going to be getting that good full body burn as always. So when you're ready, meet me down on the mat. Okay, we are starting with ankle weights on. We're going to put this band around the tops of the knees, and you can set your light hand weights off to the side of the mat. We're not going to need them until the very end of this class. So lower yourself all the way down and just begin by placing one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Really wanting to get into that mind-body connection before we start. So we're going to take 3 deep breaths here together to just come into our bodies. So breathe in through the nose, taking that breath all the way up, feeling your hand rise as your chest lifts. And as you exhale, let something go. 2 more like that. We breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. 1 more here. Make it the deepest breath you've had all day. Fill yourself all the way up and all the way out. Okay. Take your hands beside your hips. We're going to begin with a hip bridge sequence that's really going to warm us up from head to toe. So bring your feet in line with your hips. That band is taut. We're going to roll through the spine. So tuck your tailbone and lift your hips all the way up. Just hold here for a moment and feel the backs of your legs start to fire up. Your glutes are engaged. You're tucking through that pelvis so your low abs are starting to turn on. I want you to draw your shoulders back and think about opening up through your chest. All right, from here, we're just gonna start with some taps and lifts of the hips. So tap the mat all the way down and lift, squeeze. Tap all the way down and lift, squeeze. Let's go for 8, 7. Your gaze is straight up to the ceiling or the sky, depending on where you are. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, let's hold it up on this next one. Keep your feet in place and press your knees out against that band. Release, just little press and press for 10, 9, getting into those outer glutes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees come back in line with your hips. Now, you might need to shuffle your feet in just one little bit so that the weight can come into your left foot and we can drive that knee up into tabletop. Your right knee comes into tabletop, your left leg is supporting you. From here, we're gonna tap the right toes and lift. So we're keeping the hips lifted as much as we can. It's gonna get progressively harder, but just do what you can to really activate through that left glute. Pressing into the palms of your hands down by your hips. Let's go for 5. We just lift and lower with that leg in 90 for 3, for 2. We're gonna hold that leg at 90, straighten the leg now. We lower all the way and lift. Lower all the way and lift for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, let's hold that leg up towards the sky. We're gonna pulse to finish on this side, just for 10, 9, 8, 7, 1 inch up and 1 inch down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that foot and roll down through your spine. Beautiful. Before we come on to the other side, we're gonna take a few core warm-ups through center. So take your hand behind your head and open your elbows wide. We're gonna look to the tops of the knees as we exhale and lift the upper body. We inhale to lower. We exhale to lift and inhale to lower. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7. Sticking with your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now Now hands come back beside your hips, pressing into the mat. Reopen that chest, draw the shoulders back and lift through the hips. We're taking that hip bridge sequence on the other side. So before we get into the left knee, I want your heels in line with your glutes, and we're just gonna take 5 taps all the way down and lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, now we hold it up on this next one. Weight comes into your right foot. We lift that left knee to tabletop and we tap the toe and lift it back up. Tap and lift. So we've got the resistance of the ankle weights. We've got the resistance of the band. And that right glute is really starting to activate here. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that knee up on this next one, straighten through the leg. Now we lower and lift. So the bigger you make this range, the harder it's going to be because you're going to get a little bit more resistance against the band on the lower and the lift. Let's go for 6, 5, 4. Can you lift the hips 1 more inch for 3, 2. We're gonna pulse it to finish. Lift that leg all the way to the sky and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that foot, lower all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest. Beautiful work. Okay, so we're warm. Let's come onto your side. So we've just worked the glutes, we've done a little bit of core, and now we're gonna come onto our side and we're gonna get into the side glute. So here you can either lay down with your hand in your head, or you can bend your elbow and lay on your arm like a little pillow. Just personal preference, you will still feel the burn either way. So let's bring your knees 45 degrees away from your hips. What I want you to feel is that your heels, bum, and shoulders are in a straight line, so aligned with the back of your mat. Okay, so you can rest down in this lying position. Your heels are gonna stay connected as that top knee lifts into a clamshell, and then we lower it back down. So we lift and lower. So this is definitely targeting that outer glute, but I want you to just be aware of that top oblique. And if you just take your fingers there and kind of pinch that top side, you'll feel that that side of your waist does start to activate as we lift. So this is full body here, guys. Really pull that belly button back towards your spine. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna pulse at the very top, open that knee wide and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Now extend that leg long, point through the toe. We're gonna tap the mat and then lift. Tap and lift. Just going a little bit above your hips. You'll start to feel the tension of that band as you lift up, so really up to you how high you want to go, but we're really lengthening through that toe. Perfect. Let's go 8, 7, 6, keeping that core tight and sticking with your breath. Sometimes we can hold our breath when it gets hard, but I want you to really take a deep breath in through your nose and then let the whole breath go on the exhale. Last 3, 2. Now that leg's gonna come back in line with your hip. We're gonna draw the leg forward as far as you can, remaining mindful of your core and of your back, and then we come all the way to the back, squeezing the glute. We come to the front, your core engages, go to the back, you feel it through the glutes. Swing forward and swing back. Just for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, we're gonna hold that leg in front and then medially rotate your leg. So internally rotate your knee down towards the floor and just pulse right here. This is kind of awful, I know, but you're really gonna feel it in that side glute. Let's just go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect, we're done on that side. Okay, we're gonna come up into a tabletop position. So meet me here. Your shoulders are over your wrists and your hips are over your knees. We're gonna start with the right leg. So flex that right foot. We're gonna extend that right leg all the way back and then draw the knee into the chest. Extend and draw that knee in. If you want to take this from your forearms, you can totally do that as well. We send it long and draw it in. Either works just the same. All right, let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that leg back, flex through that heel, and now pull your heel towards your bum and extend. So we're doing a hamstring curl and extend. So I want your gaze at the top of the mat here, and I want you to press out through those shoulder blades. Notice if you started to sink down. We're here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that 90-degree bend. Your heel is up towards the ceiling, and we pulse it right here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it there, straighten through the leg, point the toe. We tap straight leg and lift. Tap and lift. We're actually almost done on this side. Let's go 8, 7, 6. Keep that gaze at the top of the mat. Keep pressing it through those shoulders. For 5, 4. We're gonna pulse to finish. In 2, lift that leg. We pulse right here to finish on this side. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. You can sink your hips back for a child's pose and just take a breath here. We're going to move over onto that other side in just a second. We're going to stay on tabletop, and then we're going to finish laying down. So when you're ready, pull back forward. We're going to get right into the left foot. So flex that left side and extend the leg back. We draw that knee in and extend the leg back. So keeping mindful of your low belly here. It's plugging in, our core is engaged. We're not sinking through the low back. We're pressing out. Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Send that leg all the way back. Flex through that heel. We bend the leg, hamstring curl, and straighten. Bend and straighten. Perfect. For 8, 7, 6, 5, for 4, 3, 2, hold it up. We pulse it here, heel to the ceiling. Little pulse for 8. All right, keep breathing, guys. We're almost done here in 5, 4, 3, we're gonna straighten that leg long, point through the toe, we tap all the way down and lift as high as you can. Tap and lift. So lifting as high as you can without compromising that low back. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that leg up. We pulse here to finish, little pulse. Perfect. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that knee, sink your hips back. Beautiful work. We are almost done this workout. We're gonna come on to our other side. So swing your legs around. Find that side lying position, either hand in your head or resting on your arm, whatever's more comfortable. We bring those knees 45-degree angle away from the hips, and then have our heels, bum, and shoulders in one straight line. Okay, keep the heels together. We open that top knee and lower down. Open that top knee and lower. Core engaged, maybe pinching that top side. Just feeling that activation as we lift that knee. Let's go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, pulse at the top. For 8, 7, 6, 5, keep breathing. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Close that leg. We straighten through that leg, pointing through the toe. We tap the mat and lift as high as you want. We tap the mat and lift. Tap and lift. Nice. Keeping that leg nice and long, pointing out from your hip all the way through your toes. Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3. This is when we want to start giving up. Extend that leg long. We're gonna pull the leg forward and then send the leg back. So draw it forward using your core and send it back using your glutes. This is when it starts to get really hard and when I know you're tempted to turn this off, but you are so close to the finish line. So just stick with it here. We have 6, 5, I'm right here with you, for 4, 3, for 2, last one, we're gonna pull that leg forward. This is where we finish. We immediately rotate that leg so your knee is turning down towards the mat and you pulse it right here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Maybe tapping out that side if you need. And then let's come up and we're gonna finish with a little bit of arms. So you can take the band off and we'll just meet kneeling. You can sit back onto your heels or you can come up onto your knees, whatever's more comfortable. So we're gonna start by rolling the shoulders back, just giving a few rolls here, opening up through the chest, flip your palms forward. We take a full range curl all the way up to the shoulders and then lower it back down. Curl and lower. So if you're up on your knees like me, I want you to think about tucking through your tailbone and engaging through your core. As much as this is definitely an arm exercise, I want us to remain strong through the whole rest of our body too while we're here. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, hold those arms at 90. We serve the platter, extend the arms long, and then row the elbows back in. Serve the platter and draw it in. We reach and draw it in. Beautiful. For 8, 7, looking straight ahead. Nice long line at the crown of your head. For 4, 3, 2, hold those arms long. We bring them out to the side, slight bend in the elbow, and then bring the arms in front. Arms go wide, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then bring them in front. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold those arms wide. We're doing serve the platter to the side, draw the elbows in, and then reach it long. Squeeze those elbows to your waist and reach. For 8 here. Keeping that core nice and tight. You might want to even get a little squeeze of the glutes to press those hips forward. For 4, 3, 2, we're going to hold those arms long and circle it out. Little circles to the back. Just tiny circles here, but the size of a tennis ball. For 5, 4, shoulders down away from the ears. For 3, 2, we're going to switch direction, take it to the front. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one here. We're going to reach the arms up overhead, turn the palms forward, bend the elbows to those goalposts, and reach. We bend and reach. All right, we've got 8 here, and then we're going to finish with triceps, and you're done your workout. Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the arms. So we're gonna pitch forward just a little bit. I want you to bend a little bit at your waist. If you're not up on your knees, come up now. We're gonna roll the shoulders back, tack the elbows tight into your sides, and then reach the arms all the way back. So this is our point of extension where I want you to really feel those triceps at the very top. We're gonna just start with a curl and a reach. So you'll notice that my elbows are not moving, just the lower part of my arms with the weights. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, hold those arms back. Now we're gonna take a little semicircle down, so the weights are coming down in front of your thighs, and then we squeeze the weights back like you're trying to clap behind your back. So we bring them forward and squeeze them to the back. Nice. Forward and back. For 8, keep that gaze straight ahead. Your chest is open, core is engaged. Let's go 5, 4, 3. We're gonna pulse to finish. Last one here, send the arms back, flip the palms up, and pulse right here. Get as high as you can with those arms. Let's go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Set those weights off to the side. Sink your hips back and send your arms forward. Let's take a breath here. Reconnecting with that inhale and exhale. Grip through all 10 fingers. Let's tuck the toes. Take a quick downward dog to stretch out through the legs, pedaling out through the heels, letting the chest sink to the mat. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, just pedaling out those heels. We're just here for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Drop your knees to the mat. Let's meet in a seated position for a breath. Amazing work. That was a super challenging full body workout. You should feel very proud of yourself for making it to the mat to strengthen your body and change your energy today. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's take a breath together to close off our practice. Inhale through the nose as your arms come all the way up. We take the hands through heart center on the exhale and lock in that good energy. Take it with you for the rest of your day. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe. I love when you leave me comments and let me know what you want to see more of. Please stay tuned for my weekly classes that are coming this year, and I hope to see you back on the mat soon.